The reunion of BB Naija season 7 continues level up edition and some unexpected happenings, but hey, it is what it is. So last night started with Ebuka asking Sheks about what he really feels about Adekule, him thinking that he's fake, his notion about Adekule being fake among others. And Sheks, made it clear that he feels he's from a decent background and Adekule, making it look like Adekule perhaps isn't from a decent background among others, per what he has said on the show. And so for him, he feels that Adekule is jealous of him, everything he was saying more or less summarize up to that. Now, Adekule, we all know, if we can clearly remember, at a point in the house, admitted that he liked Bella before anything. So I think Shek's also getting to know that, Adekule used to like Bella or something like that. It's more or less like them being in a competition together. So he just didn't like him, and there was just that thing between the two of them. And if we could also remember again, Adekule was one of the guys that never had to bow to Sheks. Sheks feeling, like he even in the competition says, look, on a regular day, they are not going to even find him among others. So he was always feeling big and big and big. But Adekule, he would not submit for anything or the other. Now, Bella was also asked same question. And for her, she feels that Adekule's story was just not adding up for him saying that he was thrown out of the house among others. And I'm like, who are you to judge somebody's story? You weren't there when this was happening. So why will you doubt? I'm sure nobody doubted your story as well, but hey, people and how they think. So we moving straight from that to something else that happened on the night. And you see, in the house, we had these three witches, but the camp somehow couldn't hold after the center cannot hold at all. After other things happened here and there. And so Chichi, Fina, and Rachel friendship ended and all that. And we know that happens while one cooked and, there was an issue here and there, and Bella, threw her food away, and Fina just couldn't understand. She says that if it was her, she was not going to take it lightly at all with Bella. So, after that, they ganged up and they had their issues there and there. But then later, at the very later part of the show, we realized that things has changed. Now, Fina was very close with Bella and Rachel, before Rachel also left the house. And Chichi, had her own issues with Fina here and there. And, well, it seems after the show, they still have their issues. And you could see almost all of them busting out. Now, Chomzi has her own problem, and she feels that Chichi was also fake in the house, or more or less using her dead parent situation as a strategy. And I'm like, okay, Chomzi, you also had your own strategy. So even if that's the case, why should that be a problem to you? And, Rachel was also in the corner, I felt yesterday that it was a gang up against Chichi, but, she was also very ready for them. But one of my very irritating moments or down moments or unexpected moments was when, Fina had to say certain things to Chichi and saying that, she's older than all of them in the room. And I feel that growing old is a privilege. Many have been denied. So growing old shouldn't be something that should be used as an insult against someone. And looking at the both of you, is it really that you are older than Chichi, or is Fina? I mean, it's just a story for the gods. But hey, people will use their football age regardless. Now, so Chichi at the point now, Finam says that you have abandoned your husband and your child died, and and I felt like whoa. And you see, they were close. So at a point, I think Chichi very open up to Fina as a friend, and using these things against her was unexpected. And talking about her dead parents and talking about how she even got to the final. But one of the Chichi's answers I love was like, yes, I got here by grace because I'm supposed to be here. So I'm like, okay, this girl really also came prepared for them, but it was just unheard of. It was a crazy moment. I expected the winner of BB Naija, Fina, to have done better. You are the winner, so I mean there should be some level of class. And I think if she had come even after this reunion, your question and with the rust thing and the class thing would have held better. And but it seems she's just in for the ras, like they say, and have accepted it with full chest, because I expected that Fina for once would be refined, but no way, she wasn't at all. But I hope she has learned her lessons, and she has come out to say that. And while all this was happening, I saw her men laughing when they were talking about someone dead, and I'm like, are we in normal times? What's going on, her men? Is everything okay with you? But hey, Fina has also come out to say that she feels that she has been set up, and she feels that there was some episode that triggered whatever she said, and they didn't play that among many other things. But my point is simple. To what extent would you bring somebody's dead relatives in a conversation? I think that should not have happened. But hey, we move. So that's what happened, unfortunately, on yesterday's episode of BB Naija reunion. And that is basically it. Naija, what are your thoughts? How did you feel yesterday whilst everything was happening?
Oh, for yesterday, it was sort of a mixed feeling. Like you said, I didn't expect I said Helen, Fina to go below the belt to certain things that she said. But even though she was hurt, according to her, Chichi did certain things that also triggered her. But then you don't use certain things. Certain topics are very sensitive to human beings, so you just don't use that. And it was something that they could have trashed out without being loud, speaking on top of each other's voice, because we couldn't hear some of the things that they were actually saying. They were not making sense. Let me say that, because if you check Sheik's, Bella, and Adekule's situation, it was calm, subtle. Whatever they said, they actually apologized, and then we move forward. But for Fina, Chichi, Rachel, it was noise upon noise upon noise, and we couldn't resolve anything. But then we hope that before the reunion ends, they can find a common ground. Even if they don't become friends, they can just find a common ground to just move forward as human beings. That's it. Yeah. Absolutely. That's my little take on that. So then we are going for...
No, just before that. Okay. Can't use age. How do you use people, parents, in your quarrels? Like, what the...
According to Chichi, the way the Big Brother platform is, we've seen people come, give us a sad story, and then eventually sort of but the people buy into it. When I say the people, the viewers buy into the sad story, and then they sort of rally behind that person. So Fina sort of thought that Chichi sort of thought that whole "my parents are dead," this and this was something that Chichi wasn't saying to her Chiomzi alone, but sort of I was saying it to everyone. You see, because even Chichi was accusing Chiomzi was accusing Chichi yesterday that so you thought you were speaking to me whilst you know we're on a reality show. So at the back of Chichi's mind, at the back of Chiome's mind, Chichi is just using it as a platform to get votes, which I feel like it was
because apart from that, others have also equally said their stuff, and we didn't say that.
But whether it's Chichi, Chomzi, Waizi,
but I mean, parents, when you have issues with people, just deal with
the people. Don't tackle their don't tackle external people.
Anyway, let's go for a break it out.